Hi friends, it's Deanna here today, and today we're going to be looking into my Babylock Accolade machine. Today marks the start of a new series on my sewing channel where I'm going to be showing you all the different stitches that this machine can do. I have this handy guide here, and I'm going to show you how to thread it and what the stitches look like. These are going to be quick, easy videos, but I think you're going to fall in love with it, just like I have. I'm going to show you how it goes so easily from serger to cover stitch to chain stitch to all these things. So don't forget to subscribe so you can see all the videos. I'm going to keep them separately. That way it's easy to get to next time when you buy your machine, or if you have this machine and you're like, I just want to see how you thread it to serge, or I just want to see how you thread the cover stitch option, or I just want to see how you thread chain stitch option. So you can see all those different options. Today we're going to be doing the serger option. All right, today we're going to do the overlock, and there are different types, but they're all very similar, and the way that you put them on there it's pretty similar. The only differences are that if you're doing the 4 thread, you're going to have 2 front needles. So 2 front needles here, which are going to be the stitch in the straight stitching. If you do 3, you're only going to have 1 needle, 1 front needle. So that's a difference here. And then the 3 narrow, also 1 needle. And then what you're going to do in the back is the needle's either going to be farther away, which is wider, or closer, which is narrower. So that means that the width of your stitch is going to be wider if you do the wide, and then more narrow if you do the narrow. I like to just go ahead and go with the 4 thread, but if I'm running low on cones or whatever, I'll do the 3. It's a good stitch no matter what, especially if you're just finishing off the edges. That's a good stitch. But if I'm going with something knit that I want a lot of good reinforcement because it's going to be stretching or whatever, I like the 4 thread overlock. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I love this little reference guide because it shows me exactly what I need to do, all the steps of what I need to do. So the tools I like to have are my little tweezers. I love to have this little brush that it comes with the machine because I like to brush in there while I'm rethreading. Probably some scissors or snips, and then you need your little tool kit here. This kit comes, it usually hides right here in this little bucket, which is great because that way I don't lose it. And this is my little screwdriver, little thing to change my needles. Okay, so first we're gonna look and see what we need to do. But we got to open our machine. So we just pull open, slide and open. Then I like to grab, like I said, my little brush and kind of brush in here because usually I make a mess. And if you have a little vacuum, you can vacuum it a little bit here. You do not want to do can of air or anything like that. That's going to push this dirt inside the machine. That's just not what you want to do. You can also open up the side just by pulling at it. And if you see any kind of dirt over here, you can do like a little vacuum or something and kind of clean up a little bit, any kind of lint that gets in there, whatever. You want to keep your machine clean because it's going to run. The cleaner your machine is, the better it's going to run. There's a little fluff over here stuck here in the corner. Get that out. Look at that. Ew. Get it all out of there. Make your machine run nice and smooth. Okay, so now once we've got all that cleaned up, we're going to actually get started. You're going to change this little thing right here to threading. So you push that down. And then once you push that down, your tubes here are going to come forward. If they did not come forward, that means that you need to spin this wheel. So let me try it one more time. If my needle is like all the way down and I push this down, it's not going to close. The little air tubes will not close. So you have to make sure you spin the wheel forward until they are placed where they need to be. These are the little pipes where my thread is going to come through. So now we're going to look, after we do all that, we're going to look at our information thing here. So you need needles on 0, 1 and 0, 2, 01 and 02. So the O numbers are here in the back. The C1, 2, and 3 are here in the front. If you can see, you have a little number. It says C, and then it says 1, 2, 3, and then there's the C's right here. Let me show you with this because my fingers are fat. So 1, 2, 3, and C. We don't need to use any of the C numbers. Those are for other stitches, which I'll show you later. And then this one says O right there at the bottom, 1 and 2. So these are the O numbers. You need 1 and 2. Now I had a chain stitch on there last time, so my needles are not in position right now. So I have to change that. So let's do that first. Get your handy little screwdriver thing, and I'm gonna remove my needle. And always make sure you tighten the screw after you remove your needle. You don't want the screw to fall off and you lose it. Then I like to use my little tweezers so I can hold my needle. And I'm going to open up my screw there and fit my needle in there. And then make sure you tighten your screw. And I make sure both of them are nice and tight. Okay, so now that is set. That is so easy, and that's how you change. And I'm gonna go ahead and at the same time, when I'm done changing the needles, I'm gonna put away my little kit, put it back over here. That way I don't lose any of that. Don't wanna lose that. Okay, now I've got it set up right there. Next step is to change any kind of length, width, stitch selector. So let's see the length. We've got a length at 2.5 to 3.5. Mine is kind of set on a 3 right now, which is perfect. My width is 6.5 to 7. Right now it's kind of set at a different, so 6.5 to 7. I'm just going to set it right there in between. Stitch selector A. I already have that stitch selector on A here. The stitch is an overlock, so I already have this. You can move it to wave, but we're doing overlock right now. We are not doing anything with the chain tension here or the chain looper tension. We're not moving any of these little knobs here because that doesn't matter. The selector, the upper looper selector, is going to be up. Right now it's pointing up. The blade position is up, so you make sure that your blade is here. You change it, you move it by using this little knob here, but we don't need to change it. It's already up. Your cover needs to be on, so my cover is on, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put it down for now. And then the looper, this little thing right here, it's not in use. It was in use before because I was using a chain stitch. So what you do is you pull it up, out towards the left, and then you swing it to the back because we're not gonna use it, so we're kind of putting it aside. If you're gonna use it, you pull it and you flip it. Pull it and flip it. So that one's not in use. So now we're ready to thread. Everything is all set up correctly. Now we're gonna thread our machine. Okay, this is my favorite part. Again, all the little colors are on here. So your first cone is your looper here. So we're gonna grab that first cone and it shows you exactly where you have to go around. Now there's 3 little holes right here, 1, 2, 3. Lower looper, upper looper, chain. So you want to make sure of that, but it shows you right here really nicely. So we start with our first, we go through the top, then you make sure that you get it through that tension all the way down here. And then you're going to pull a little bit of extra thread here because you're going to place it in that little lower looper hole and push the button and it feeds right through. You can use your little tweezers. I pulled a little too much, so it's right here, and it came all the way through and that little point right there. So you just kind of pull it and it's ready to go. Okay. Number 2 right here is going on the second one. It's going to that upper looper hole. So again, at the top, make sure it's not tangled up, fit it through all these little things, pull it nice and loose. So that way it can feed right through. It's not stuck on anything. Put it on your upper looper hole area here and push. Whoop. There it goes. It came out here on the other side, if you see that. And then you're going to just grab your tweezers, get it out of the way. There you go. So now I've got lower looper is threaded, upper looper is threaded. So stinking easy. I love this air threading. Next, we're going to move on to our needles. So we've got one here and then one here, and it goes down and over around the top and then into the first needle, down over around the top into the second needle. So easy. So we're going to grab that top one, put it on the next one, go all the way down and around this little ledge here, go around the back of the thing right here. This can come off, but I'm not going to take it off right now, but it doesn't need to, but it can if you got a jam or something. It goes behind the little thing here, and we're going to start to thread. You can thread the left needle first if you want to, kind of get it out of the way. I It doesn't bother me. I do whichever. I just make sure that once I'm done threading, they're nice and even. They're not like tangled together. So then I use my little tweezers and pull my thread to the back. And then the last one more time, same thing, through, all the way through, all the way around the back, in front of that other thread. I get it, don't let them mix together. And then I'm gonna thread that needle and pull it all the way to the back. Okay, now we're gonna switch to serging. The tubes are now open again. We're gonna close that lid. We're gonna close this lid and we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna go look for some fabric. Okay, here's a little piece of leftover fabric. I think it'll be enough. I'm gonna place it right under, push that foot down, put the needles down, and that's the beautiful stitch right there. I didn't want to cut off or anything because I wanted you to see from beginning to finish. So nice.
All right, friends, we are done, and wasn't that quick and easy? Comment below and let me know what you think. I'll add a link below so you can check out this machine. It's beautiful. It works amazingly, and threading is so easy. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the other stitches that I'm going to be showing you and all the other fun things that I have on this channel. I hope to see you again soon.